Hi, you all. This is Samantha. I just wanted to show you how I'm processing a return through ConsignCloud, something that's sold as a consignor item, but now is going to be under my account. I'm not going to refund or refund myself or void anything with the consignor. They get to keep their sale, and then I'll just sell it under my account. And let me share my screen and show you how I do that. So this item sold for $24, July 31st. It's created July 31st. Sold a few weeks ago to somebody that returned it immediately, just as they should. It was fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to go in here. I'm going to take out this consignor, and I'm going to add my account. I'm going to change the quantity to 1. And as you'll see here on the bottom, it says this item has already been sold. Sales already completed will not be changed to reflect this item's new policy or attributes. So whatever I do here, it's not going to affect what Miss Brittany made. It's not going to change any of that. That will still be in as part of her account, part of the history, and in for this item. And I'm just going to change it over to myself. So this item was sold because it did not fit correctly, which there's nothing wrong in the listing. I just clearly should have put more details. So I'm also going to fix this listing up a little bit. I'm going to change this to not that. To not that. Let's see, we'll go back to this. I like to update my titles down here because it tells me how many characters there are, and then I know if I'm close to that 80 mark for eBay. I don't do any titles over 80. So I'm just gonna add gray, black collar, long sleeve, maybe fall. It's a long sleeve, nice sweatshirt. And I'm gonna put it's always worse when you're typing in front of people. I like to put this at the bottom. I don't add my measurements to my description. I know lots of people that do, and that's great. ListPerfectly gives a fantastic template for that. I just don't use it. I take pictures on my little board and do it that way. I want to add a photo that I just downloaded. None of these. There we go. I take them on my little photo frame whiteboard type thing with a dry erase marker. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I like to make sure it's in the first 8 of the photo. I'm going to even bump it up here because I believe that's the minimum for a lot of the platforms that I'm on is 8 show up. If more show up, great, but I always try to make sure my first 8 photos are the ones that I really want them to see. And then I'm just going to make sure I'm going to copy this part and make sure that that is my description. That's what this says, but I know that it falls over to my title. The SKU number stays the same. This is no longer consignment. We'll call it buy outright because it's now mine. I want to make sure it's on Shopify. I'm going to change my expiration date and I'm going to move that out. Oh, that's a bit far. I'm going to move that out several months so it can have the allotted time. I'm going to say this sold for $12. Technically, that was my 50% split of the last $24 sale. This doesn't go into any of my accounting. It's just for my sake. If I look at this and say, well, to have $12 into that, I need to not take any ridiculous offers or something like that. And I think that is good to go. And I will save that. And now this item is in my inventory. One sold, and that's going to remain in Brittany's account. And then one is active, and it shows for me. And it will now be in my Shopify. If I refresh this, that's how quick those things are.
Thank y'all for joining us for another C-Chats tutorial.